right, so we're rounding up to the last minute here. As you can see, it's starting to fluff up and get its shape and get its form. While our water ice flavor is cooking in there, I just wanted to reiterate a few things. If you have 12 to 16 flavors of ice and something's not selling, get it out of there. It's not doing you any favors by being there if it's not creating any revenue, profit, what have you. Add something like a sugar-free, something extreme, maybe to you, maybe to someone else, that will create a buzz, that will grab attention, that will get people into the store. Even if it's a group of kids and someone grabs the sugar-free and everyone else gets their guilty pleasure treat. At least you grabbed all the sales instead of none or one. Parents and groups love those flexibility, the flexibility of having the options. Whether it's a sugar-free and that's your extreme, or you made something up top of your head just for a fun name and a neat flavor. It grabs their attention and brings them in. That's what we want with these. That's the idea of these types of flavors. Flavors like the sugar-free or any other extreme flavors, what that does is captures the customers that would usually say no. You know, we drew them in with that sugar-free. You know, they were already on the edge of deciding if they wanted a treat, and the guilt got to them and they said no. But once they heard that sugar-free, they're coming. They're coming in. You got that customer in, you created that sale and a good experience to keep them coming back. In this day and age, when you have a lot of the social media marketing, this is one of those things, extreme flavor, that will market itself. When people they'll post about you, they'll mention you, I don't know how to say that, inclusivity, right? Is that a word? Let me do that again. So social media posts, your customers will post it for you. It's free marketing right there. And those groups, those people, they love the inclusivity of now I got to do it again. As I mentioned, it's very marketable. It's very marketable by you, by your customers themselves. They'll post it to social media, loving the inclusivity of having something like a sugar-free, still calling it an extreme flavor, even though it's pretty easy, pretty simple. Cherry is very popular. I love the way it shows up on our camera, but I also love the way it tastes. We're gonna check this one out as soon as we're done and see how the sugar-free tastes. So we're rounding up to the last minute here. As you can see, it's starting to grab its shape and form, and looks like a little merry-go-round there coming out. Now when we pull this out, like any other ice, we want it to look like it's stacking a little bit. So let's just check that real quick, see if we're good. Now, I would say we need that last minute there. We're gonna shut our refrigeration off. Wait for our light to, there we go, the compressor's cut out. Looks like we're about 34 viscosity. We're going to turn up our RPMs while we pull out our product, make that move a little faster. I'm just going to turn the bucket. It's filling the bucket pretty well itself. And what else I like to do is at the top, just push that in there. Okay, we're going to shut this. Make some room in the bucket. Wow, look at that. Now by the looks of it, you can't even tell it's sugar-free. Get a little more of that out of there. Alright, shut our dasher off. And look at that. We got our extreme sugar-free cherry. Time to take this to the team and see what they think. So just again to reiterate, extreme flavor doesn't just mean the actual flavor is extreme, it's the idea. This is sugar-free. We're going to attack another group of people who maybe have a dietary restriction, maybe can't have the actual treat, but still want the guilty pleasure. This is perfect extreme flavor for that customer. This will help you drive sales and grab new people in. See you next time.